Hi everyone, welcome to Veronika Hug. Today we're making a little crocheted heart and we're using the Woolly Hugs FROTTEE wool for that, and we're gonna use two spools simultaneously. So this is what the wool looks like. It has 50 grams, let me show you that on here, 50 grams per 125 meters. And yeah, you can wash it at 60 degrees Celsius, which is great. And yeah, that's what makes it great for towels or cosmetic pads or pretty much anything else that you want to keep really clean and wash at higher temperatures. So yeah, this is what we're using today. And as I said, I'm using two balls at the same time. And this is why you're gonna need a crocheting hook. 5mm is the size. So the yarn itself recommends 3.5 to 4, and since we're using two at the same time, we're gonna almost double it. So not quite, but a little bit bigger hook is what you need. So I have here two colors. I have the darker red and I have the lighter baby pink. In case you want to use the same color, you can just start out of the middle and from the outside at the same time. And that way you can do that out of just the one ball. So that's completely up to you. It doesn't change the method. So first, let's check out the yarn itself. So you can see that it does look kind of like a towel. And if you pull on it hard enough, you can actually get it to fray. So this is something we want at the beginning, but later not. So we're gonna do a slip knot out of this frayed section. So what we pulled apart a little bit. And then we're doing a ring here. So we're doing a chain. And now I'm gonna do 6 singles into the ring itself. 3, 4, 5, and 6. And now you can pull this tight, and then we're going into the first stitch and we're doing a slipped stitch just so we connect it into a full circle. Then to start our next round, we're going to chain 1 for the height. Into the first stitch we're doing 1 single. Into the next one we do 2. The next one again gets 2. And then comes 1 single in the next chain, or in the next stitch. And then after that, we're again going to do 2 into the same spot. This was the 1 and 2. And into the next one, we also do 2 stitches, 2 singles. Then we end the row, so into this next one we do just 1 single, then a chain, and into the first stitch we do 1 single, into the next one as well. The next 2 chains, I keep saying chains, the next 2 stitches get 2 singles each. That was once and twice. Into the next 3 stitches, we do just 1 single for each one. And now comes the side with the additions again. So we're doing 2 chains, 2 stitches with 2 singles each. This is just 1 single one, and that's how we end the row with a slip stitch again. So this is what it looks like for now. And we're always going to keep adding so that we get this section here. So I'll show you on the finished heart. And then we want these sides to grow. So that's how we get them. Okay, so we're again starting with a chain for the height, and then the next stitch gets just one single. The following two also just one. Then we're gonna do 2 stitches with 2 singles each. And then we do 5 stitches with just 1 single each. Okay, that was 5. Now we're again on the side, so we're doing 2 singles into 1 spot, and the next stitch the same way. And then at the end, 2 singles into the 2 chains, and then we close up the round. There we go, that was a slip stitch, and this is what it looks like for now. Now we can continue, again, a chain. Just make sure you have both of your threads with you. 1 chain, and then we have 4 single crochets per each stitch that we see. And then we're gonna have 2 singles into the same spot, and then again, so always 2 times. And then we're gonna do 7 regular single crochets. Six, 7, and then 2 into the same spot, and again. And we're going to end with 3 single crochets, regular ones. And then, as always, a slip stitch. And now that we've done this, we have all around here, so in this round we have 22 single crochets. So now we're going to do 1 row with just single crochets, so no additions this time. Do a chain for the height, and then just do 22 singles. So 1 per each stitch that you see. Nine and 10. And then we do 2 more, so we have 22, and then we close with a slip stitch. And now we do another round the exact same way, so 22 singles. Five, 10, 15, 20, 21, and 22. And then again close up with a slip stitch. And yeah, this is our bottom. So now we're gonna continue with the pattern. So we do a chain for the height, then we go into the first stitch and we take our thread with us, and then we go into the next one as well, take the thread with us and close up into a single crochet, or actually a half treble crochet this time. So 3 loops and then we close them up. Then we're gonna do singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now we go into the next spot and we again repeat that reduction. So into one stitch, take the thread, into the next one, take the thread, and then close them all off. And then we're gonna go to the other side. So we turn here, and then we connect this other end, or actually where we started the row, with a slip stitch. Then we're gonna do a chain for the height, and into the first stitch we go in, into the second one as well, and again close them up as if they were one stitch. Then 1 single crochet. Then into the next one we go in, and again into the one after that, and we close off. And the same thing one more time. And then 1 singular one. There we go. And then into the following 2 in, and then close them off together. Then we go into the first stitch and we do a slip stitch. So now all we have is a tiny little hole here on top, and we're gonna close it off by weaving this in, so there's no need to do any additional stitches. So we're gonna take the thread through after we shorten it, and yeah, when you weave it in, then we're gonna close off the little hole. So now we go into this exact same stitch where we started at, so this one here. So where you did the 2 together here, the first one where you started at is where you go in, and on the other side as well, so where you finished off. So we're starting again with our thread, and we're doing a chain for the height, and then we're gonna do the same thing on the other half. So we're again doing 2 as if they were 1. So 3 loops on your hook, and then close it off. And then we're gonna have 8 single crochets for each stitch we see, and then I'm gonna take my beginning thread with me just so I don't have to weave it in the end. I'm gonna shorten this just so we don't have to weave in forever. It's just a couple of stitches that we need. That was 8, so now we go here into the same spot. So this is where we already did our stitch, and now we're doing the 2 together again. And then we're going to turn and we're going to go to the other side. We're going to do a slip stitch to connect, chain 1 for the height, and then we go into the first and second stitch. We do them together. Then we do 1 singular one after that, and then 2 together again. One more time, 2 together, and then 1 single crochet. Now 1 more, 1 doubled, so 2 as 1. And then we go into the first stitch and we do a slip stitch, and we can also shorten this, and all we have to do now is pull this through. And then we have our heart almost done. And now I'm just going to show you how you can weave this in and close up the little hole at the same time. So I'm taking my darning needle for that, and I'm just going to need the one thread instead of 2, and I'm going to pull it a little bit so that it frays, but just this end. So I want it a little bit longer. And I'm going to shorten a couple of times because all I need is about 5 centimeters of length. Then we take our darning needle. Then we go here on top through the top sections of each stitch that I see, and I just pull together, and that way I close it up, and I'm gonna go around a couple more times to keep everything in place. And in the end I pull it inwards, so into the heart itself. Shorten the thread, and that's it. And now this pink one, I'm just going to weave in so I don't have to do anything special. To make it easier, again, I'm going to pull it a little bit so that it frays, so that it's thinner, and then I'm going to repeat the same process, but I don't have to watch where I do it. So just pull it to the inside to keep it in place, or to keep it out of sight. And there we go. Shorten the leftovers and repeat the same on the other side. And then you have your really fast finished Valentine's heart, or maybe for any other occasion that you might want it for. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to shoot a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you'd like. If you click on the notification bell, you'll get notified when I post something new. Thanks for watching. Bye!